So if you're at home twiddling your thumbs, wondering what to do with yourself, message me with your car details. Why don't we go out, have a cup of tea, have some breakfast, and make some great footage for everyone to enjoy on my YouTube channel. Hey! In 2014, I purchased this BMW 125 diesel twin turbo in the stunning Alpine white colour, 18-inch wheels, loads of options, and in today's video I'm going to tell you what it's like to own this car for 10 years and drive 100,000 miles in it. So please subscribe, like, get yourself a drink, let's get into this. Just look at these gorgeous BMW lines, shadow line gloss exterior with sun protection glass. Really sets off the 1 Series. I love it. The car sits on these 18-inch run flat tyres, and when they're clean, boy do they glisten in the daylight, set off by the blue M Sport brake calipers. Yes, I know it's dirty, but just look at these proportions. The nice squat fat behind, the proportions just look right. Awesome design, BMW. Behold the great BMW kidney grille. What a thing of beauty. But I love the look of this. I think it looks fantastic, and I hope you do as well. The boot's not too shabby either. Think of that weekly shop for your lovely little kids, all your kids' toys. They'll all fit perfectly in the back of this car. No problem at all for long journeys. German build quality. Under the bonnet we have 800 horsepower, 1000 Newton meters of torque, a V8 diesel. Of course we don't, but boy is it good. 2 litre twin turbo, 218 horsepower, 450 Newton meters of German torque. This thing wants to go down the road, and it wants to go down the road fast. Just look at the condition of this interior. 100,000 miles and it's still in perfect condition. Only the hand of God has damaged this interior. Sun damage. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm not going to hold a grudge with the steering wheel. With over 100,000 miles, she's allowed to have a few marks, and do you know what? I appreciate her even the more for it. As you step into the cabin, you're greeted by this huge, wide centre transmission tunnel that runs through the middle of the car, giving you that sporty cockpit feel. A huge cubby hole for all your sweets and loose change. The steering wheel is typical BMW, chunky design, horn in the middle, all the buttons in the centre. There's nothing like a BMW cockpit. Everything fits around you, the gear levers to your hand, and then you're off, you're ready to explore the world. Unfortunately, people, the world is not a perfect place, and there are loose stones on the road. So over time, I've got lots of these tiny little stone chips all over its glorious bonnet. Nothing I can do about it. Now that the fun piece is out the way, let's get into some serious numbers about what it's like to run this car over 10 years, what the bills have been, and am I still a happy bunny after 10 years and 100,000 miles? Let's find out. Back in December 2014, I paid £24,100 for this BMW 1 Series. Fast forward to 2025 and I'd value it at around £8,000. Depreciation is always a factor, but for a car that's given me over 100,000 miles of driving enjoyment, I think it's held up very well indeed. Servicing costs on average come to around £300 per year. The most I've paid for a single service was £550, but generally it's been reasonable for a performance diesel. Road tax was £110 when new, but this has crept up to £160. And insurance for 2 drivers with the car stored on the driveway is around £400 per year. Now, talking about rubber, tyres are always a talking point. I'm on my 3rd set of rear tyres, which are run flats, which cost around £500 for 2, including pads and sensors. The front tyres last a bit longer, and I'm only on my 2nd set. These are slightly cheaper at £300. One common issue with frameless doors is the window regulator failing due to the constant movement every time you enter or exit the car. I had to replace the driver's side regulator, which is known as a weak point, and that was around £350 fitted. In 2020, I had the ERG cooler checked and upgraded as part of a recall. Luckily this was done under warranty and I've had no issues since. I've also had 1 suspension strut replaced and even a key fob battery, so nothing too major there. At 82,000 miles, I had the rocker cover, gasket and injector fire washers replaced at a cost of £400. These aren't uncommon jobs as the miles rack up, but it's something to budget for. Fuel costs are pretty good for a performance diesel. A full tank sets me back around £65, and that gets me to approximately 500 miles, so around 45 to 55 miles per gallon, which isn't bad at all. Sorry to interrupt the voiceover, folks, but I thought it would be reminiscent of me not to talk about the power. In comfort mode, you just waft along and enjoy the torque. In sports mode, you have a bit more oomph in the acceleration pedal with stability control on. And then if you really fancy being a daredevil, turn it all off, put it in sports plus mode, and you're free to unleash your inner spirit. And unleash my spirit, I will. Here we go. Oh yes, people. Oh, oh. Woo, woo, woo. Really feel those turbines dig in and push the air through the engine. It's an awesome experience. I let my brother drive this on a long route, and his comments were, the sat-nav is the best sat-nav he's ever used, and in this car it's the Pro version. And I agree with him. Even in 2025, the sat-nav is still really reliable, fast and punchy. The gearbox, you don't even know you've got a gearbox in this car. It just goes through the gears like butter. That's all from the cockpit. Back to you in the studio, Graham. Now let's talk about spec. This is a high spec car with the M Sport Plus pack, which includes headlight washers, Harman Kardon speakers, M Sport brakes, xenon headlights and privacy glass. Some optional extras added when the vehicle was new include front fog lights at £145. Yes, you had to pay for fog lights back in 2014. Parking sensors were £595. Yep, and a rain sensor, 90 quid. The professional navigation system was £1,890. The sports automatic transmission with the flappy paddles behind the steering wheel were £1,685. A sliding armrest was £110, and voice control, which is excellent if you're a sales rep, was £430. So after 10 fantastic years and over 100,000 miles, has it all been worth it? Absolutely. The BMW 125D M Sport has been reliable, fun and efficient to run. There have been a few expected wear and tear items, but nothing outrageous. If you're considering one of these, hopefully that gives you an idea of what to expect. So here we are, people. We've come to the end of the video, and while you're looking through those original sales brochures, and I must admit, I did make me laugh looking through there. You've got an old iPod in some of the sales brochures, and I love that Alcantara steering wheel and dashboard bit. I'd love to know if anybody's got one of those. And of course, those big 19-inch wheels, I love those with the big bike rack on the back. So coming up in the next video, we're going to have a Mercedes SL63 AMG V8 convertible. It's my mate's Mark's. It's my mate's Mark's car, and hopefully we'll get that to you in the next couple of months. So to all of you that have stayed until the end of the video, you're all legends, and thank you very, very much. And if you're watching this at night, don't have nightmares, sleep well.